What's good, Sports Lights? Prince Sports here, and we're going to talk about the NBA draft pick. The Lotto draft pick has took place today, and we're going to do a little mock draft of the top 5 players that I think is going to go to these respective teams. Now, at number 5, you had the Pistons. Number 4, you had Sacramento Kings came at number 4. Number 3 was the Houston Rockets. Number 2 was the OKC Thunder. And number 1 was the Orlando Magic. They haven't had the number 1 draft pick since Shaquille O'Neal in 1992. Well, at least significant number 1 draft pick. And that's their biggest draft pick in their franchise history was Shaq. All right. So now I'm going to pick the top 5 prospects off the top of my dome. Okay. So number 5 is the Detroit Pistons, right? I'm going to give them Jaden Ivey, all right? He's a guard. I think he'll fit well with the Detroit Pistons. I know they already got guards. They got Cunningham and all that other stuff, but they can have a good two-way combo, back and forth, a good backcourt with Jaden Ivey. So I think he'll be a perfect fit for the Pistons. He got solid handles. I mean, his 3-point shot probably increases once he goes to the NBA. He could work on that. So I got him at number 5. Number 4, I got Pablo Banchero. Okay, he's a forward. I got him going to the Sacramento Kings. Okay, him with De'Aaron Fox. You got a guard and you got a forward. They could be your best number 1 and 2 combos. So I think he'll be a best fit on that roster, okay, and on that team. The Houston Rockets, they was losing games like crazy, so they got to do the draft pick like crazy. So that's a good solid pickup from them. They probably have a future 1-2 combo. Number 3 is the Houston Rockets, right? And I'm gonna give the Houston Rockets. I'm gonna give them Cajun Murray. Okay, I'm gonna give them. I hope I didn't butcher his name, but I'm gonna give him that guy. He's a forward. And he's gonna have to blend in with Green, but maybe they could do a little Twin Towers action. And they could be good on the Houston Rockets. So I'm going to give them Murray. I think Murray is a good fit for the Houston Rockets. Now, number 2 is the guy that I think is the best player in the draft pick. Okay? I see shades of Kevin Garnett in him. And I think he's going to be the best player in this draft. And that's none other than Jabari Smith Jr. Okay? He got Kevin Garnett written all over him. He's tall. His handles need to increase, but he could be a good defensive player. He shoots the 3-ball solid already. I think he was 40% in college. So maybe that'll go down a little bit in the NBA, but I think it still be good on his part. I see a good future for this guy. He's a KG of this draft pick if he reaches his potential. Now, number 1 is going to be Chet Holmgren. Okay, and he's going to go to the Orlando Magic. I don't think he's going to be the best player in the draft pick, but I think they're going to pick him, maybe due to hype and just fit on the team because he fits on Orlando Magic well, and that's the guys that they like to take a little bit. And he has Paul Gasol potential to me. He's like the future Paul Gasol. He said he could be the 50-40-90 club. He wants to join that. That's one of his goals individually. So, and he's been a winner ever since college, that's what he says. So now he's going to have to prove it on the NBA level. I got him at number 1. I don't think he's going to be the best draft player in the draft, but he has Paul Gasol written all over him. You give him a scorer, a guy that is a good perimeter player, he'll be good. He has to develop some weight. He's a little skinny. But over time, that will change. He get his weight up on him. He'll develop. I think he'd be just fine. So the best 2 players in that draft will be the number 1 and the number 2. But I think Jabari Smith Jr. is the best player in this draft pick. What do you think? Prince Sports out. Peace.